Right, there seems to be a problem with the locks on this, that if you lock the door and then try and open the handle, it kind of fucks it. So when you try and pop the lock back up, it pops up and pops back down, and it just seems to be a case of wiggling the key back and forward until it clicks, and that's it. I tend not to lock it because of this, or leave the passenger door open or whatever, but that's the first bit. So we've got that out of the way. The handbrake is down here. The handbrake's off at the moment, but to pull the handbrake on, pull it all the way up, and then it just drops back down to the floor. So that is the handbrake on. And then to disengage the handbrake, pull it, push the button in, hold the button in, put it down to the floor, and that's released. And then when you pull it up, you can feel there's a little bit of tension when it's like at the first click. So to turn it on, or to put the handbrake on, pull it all the way up, and then this is to save you jamming your leg against it when you get out the door. It just drops back down, but it's very easy to forget and pull away with the handbrake on, so it's one to think about really when you're driving it. Make sure it's off, and you can just check that it's off by pulling a bit, and you get a little bit of resistance there. The bench seat is really annoying if you've got a passenger that's shorter than you and you're sitting in the passenger seat. You're all cramped forward, so you know, it goes back and forward all at the same time. The ignition key, that is the ignition key right there. It goes in that way up, so it's the keyhole. So it only goes in one way, so that's the way it goes in. And then sometimes it is a lot like it's hard to turn, like, but it's like just a way of wiggling it a certain way, and it will turn. So seems to have freed off a bit, but if you just like wiggle it like that, it will turn. That's the ignition on. The glow plug light is that one that's just went out, but what's best to do is wait until you hear it click. Like that. That's the relay off. As it started. This is your fast idle, or whatever. It's normally on all the time. You turn it off, it seems to kill it a little bit, so I normally just have the fast idle on, and this tape is just here to jam it on. The speedometer doesn't work, so the mileage hasn't gone up for the last wee while. There is a speedometer cable, a new one fitted, but at the gearbox end there's still remnants of the old one in there, so it's going to be a job of trying to fish those bits out in order to get the new cable in. But what we do have is this cheapy one here that you just plug in, and it should work there. That's it coming on now. So it's just a GPS one. I think that is about it for the 504. The gears, it's a 4-speed box. This is a gear knob off the wrong car on the wrong way, but you got first, second, third, fourth, and then reverse is on the right of fourth, back the way. So fourth, reverse. It is sometimes easy to be driving along and you're in third, you go into fourth, and you just push the lever a bit too far over, and you just hear a scraping noise. So that's one to watch out for. But you know, other than that, it's pretty simple, pretty basic. So Oh, I think this is a shit one. Does the window? Oh, it does go down. I think it kind of falls off the runners a little bit if you put it all the way down, but it will go down and up. But you might have to manually. Like you see, that's it there, starting to fall off a bit. I think you just push it with your hand and it will sort itself out, and then it will go back up in the correct place. But you know, that's about it. I hope you've enjoyed this tour of this shitty 504. It will be going off to a new home shortly, and this video was really made for the new owner, so that they're not driving about with the handbrake on or figuring out how to get in and out and all that kind of stuff. So that's about it, really.